Good morning and welcome to our Tuesday leadership calls. This is something that we do every Tuesday morning for the Emeralds and above on our team. And today we are really going to talk about mindset and moving forward, thinking about where you want to go in your mission in this business. And a lot of this is coming from 2 weeks ago, I was invited to be part of the Elite Contenders call, which was a really exciting honor for us as a team that I received this invitation, because it means that at this point in the year, we have enough points that corporate is looking at us as one of their elite teams for 2016, which you guys know is a huge goal for us to be a top 200 elite team for 2016. So to be seen, to be recognized by corporate as somebody who's pushing for this is really huge. And that means that we're going to get a lot more corporate attention, be included on monthly calls with them as a whole. And then I'll actually be receiving one-on-one calls with Lacey Larson from corporate, which is awesome and so exciting to discuss discuss the elite game plan, basically. But one of the things that was said to us on this call, and it just blew my mind, and I want you to write it down and really think about it. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? If not now, then when? This applies to us as coaches. This applies to our challengers. This applies to the goals we have in our personal lives. I mean, if you're not pushing for it, for yourself, who's going to push for it for you? And if you're not going to do it now, what are you waiting for? Now is the best time. A lot of people will think, oh, well, it's already May, so it's too late in the year to push for elite. It's not too late to push for anything now. The qualification date for Summit is May 12th. It is not too late. That is almost 2 full weeks to rank advance, to hit Success Club so that you can be invited to these cool parties, to push so you have your best month ever so that you can get an exclusive workout with Shaun T at Summit. I'm not sure if you guys heard those announcements yet, but some big exciting things coming up for, pushing for a rank and for pushing for Success Club. Not to mention, these are all indicators that you are helping other people and that you are continuing to move your business forward. So just keeping that in mind. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? They also provided us with the example of Emily Robidas, and I could be saying this completely wrong, but her story was something like she really wanted elite for the year. Things just weren't lining up. And then come September, she gave it this big push, went from not even being recognized as somebody pushing for it to elite in less than 3 months. So anything is possible. She went from diamond to 5-star in 3 months and, ended up having the elite qualifications necessary to make it. So just something to keep in mind. If you have a goal for this year, if you have a goal for this month, don't back down off of it. Only use that as fuel to push you towards it. Because once you hit that goal, that will give you the momentum to keep going. And then they were also explaining to us, which a lot of us know, consistency is key, but repetition is the mother of all teaching tools. You guys already have the tools you need to help your new coaches grow. Yes, they need to be willing to use them and want and have that drive to get to that point too. But repetition is the mother of all teaching tools. You heard Christina Delgado talk about it on the National Wake Up Call yesterday. What is she doing to achieve Success Club? What has she been doing to move up on the leadership ladder? Yes, she's intentional about her goals, but she's still doing those 4 vital behaviors that we talk about every single day. Being proof the products work, which is honestly, that's number one. Taking care of yourself gives you the opportunity and the ability to be able to take care of and help others. Personal development helps us get through the rough days, helps us to enhance our lives in ways that we could have never even imagined. Inviting people, because obviously we need to be putting it out there. People aren't always just going to come to us. The weight loss, the health and fitness journey, wherever you're at, it's a very personal one. So for a lot of people, it's a new thing to be reaching out to somebody and to want to do it as part of a group. And then the recognition, which I know personally is a piece that I'm even working on more, to try to remember to recognize the other things that go into building a business and being part of a team, in addition to just Success Club and rank advancements. You know, we are lucky to have a team full of rock stars. Even though everybody might not be hitting Success Club, you know, we have people who are consistently showing up on team calls, which is amazing. You know, we have people who are consistently posting on social media, consistently participating in our challenge groups. And all of those things need to be recognized as well, not just Success Club, even though Success Club really is the benchmark and the basis for growing our businesses. So just something to keep in mind. A few other things that they had talked about was getting on the phone with prospects, which I know we've talked about a little bit recently, but you know, it can feel intimidating to get on the phone or get face-to-face with prospects, but it makes a huge difference. Excuse me. And then having success partners. So if this is something you haven't thought about yet, it might be something you want to consider looking for a success partner. Maybe this is somebody on our team who you'd want to team up with as your success partner, or maybe you know of another Beachbody coach on another team who you think you would really mesh with and you're pushing for similar goals. You know, I tried doing this for a little bit, and now I'm to the point where I am trying to look for a new success partner, and I'm just trying to look like, I'm trying to make sure that I make the right decision, but you can never know until you try. So it's kind of like reaching out to invite somebody to a challenge group. Like when I reach out to this person I've been thinking about asking to be my success partner, they can say no, and that's okay, but it's just, you never know if you don't ask them. And what you can learn from somebody on another team and how you guys can push one another forward, I think is just a huge opportunity. Very interesting. I have to check on that. I just got thrown off. So yes, if you don't have a success partner already, that's something that maybe we should talk about. And, you know, if you're looking for one, maybe I can help steer you in the direction of somebody who's pushing for a similar goal. Because it is really nice to have somebody to bounce those ideas off of, somebody to check in with on the days when things are rough. And that's something I want to start working with some of our newer coaches on, teaming them up with somebody from the start to help move them forward. And then another reminder was to just never slow down. So say you do hit Success Club 10 by the 15th. That's awesome, but keep going, you know. I mean, obviously you don't need to be hustling as much as maybe you were. I know hustle is like a bad word to use, but maybe you don't have to be pushing as hard as you were in those first 2 weeks to get to Success Club. But don't like take your foot off the gas. Keep talking to people. Set yourself up for success in the next month. Or think about it. What happens if you hit Success Club 20 or Success Club 30 in a month? There are plenty of coaches doing it. Why do we limit ourselves to Success Club 10? This is something that personally I've really struggled with. I set Success Club 10 as a goal. I set at least Success Club 5 in Frank's Business Center as a goal. But why stop there? I mean, granted, you only want as many challengers and new coaches as you're able to physically handle in a month. But don't limit yourself by just setting the goal of Success Club 10 and be like, okay, I hit it, so now I'm done for the month. I'll start again next month. Just keep it going. And yeah, just again, doing those 4 vital behaviors every single day. So then you may or may not know there are qualifications for hitting elite. And I won't get into all of that now because it is extremely like number oriented, but they kind of gave us a breakdown of things that we need to be doing every month if we want to hit elite or if you want to push for elite. And these are things that whether you want elite as a goal this year, next year, 5 years from now or not, these are good things to be doing to move your business forward, but you need to be intentional about setting goals, focusing on achieving these things. So one of the things they encourage you to do is to sign 3 to 5 new coaches a month. Something that we talk about, you know, if you want to grow your team anyway. And then they also talk about, and this is really cool, and this lines up with the leadership ladder now, is having a Success Club base of 4. So having a Success Club base of 4 means that you have 4 personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club every single month. So if you're only looking at yourself hitting Success Club and yourself recruiting, maybe it's time to start shifting the focus. Obviously, you want to continue doing these things yourself, but shifting the focus on setting goals each month of, okay, this month I'm going to have 2 coaches hit, 2 coaches get Success Club points on the board. And then the next month have those 2 coaches hit Success Club. And then the next month, okay, 3 coaches get Success Club points on the board, and working on that and really, talking to the coaches that you have, seeing if they have any interest in doing it as more than just a discount, because they might not be ready to say something to you, but they could be watching and thinking, there's this stuff going on in the team page. It seems like it might be fun to try. So just giving them the opportunity, at least like when we have a new Coach Basics starting or we have something starting, just giving them the opportunity and asking them if they want to be a part of it. And then the other thing that they encouraged us to do is, if you have a goal, they say, don't just push for Premier. Premier is an amazing goal to have, but push for Elite. So if you're pushing for Diamond right now, don't just push for Diamond right now. Don't say, I'm going to get to Diamond this year and I'm going to stop. Push to be a 3-star Diamond by the end of the year. Push to be a 5-star Diamond by the end of the year. It is 100% possible. If you can think about it, it is 100% possible. And as leaders on this team, Michelle, Tammy, Catherine, and I, we're working on putting more systems in place. And as the leaders on just Team Flex right here, we're going to be working on putting even more systems into place to get, to recruit new coaches to the team and help give them the tools they need right off the bat, so that, it doesn't necessarily take 6 months to hit success or to hit Diamond. If they want it, if they're coming in and telling us they want to work, we want to be able to give them these tools and say, with this effort, we will match you, we will help you get there, but you have to be willing to put in the effort. So, those were just some of the things that they had talked about on this call. But I really, the biggest takeaway, and he just kept repeating it, was that if not you, then who? If not now, then when? We didn't set these goals at the beginning of the year to just let them pass by the wayside or to let other things come up and get in the way. Things do come up. Times do get tough. And it is very easy to let this take a backseat, as we've seen our challengers do with their own health and fitness journeys. But if you can just commit to making sure that you're donating, commit to make sure that you are putting in that amount of time each day. And I know I sound like Josh Coates right now, but it's something I've been working on too. You can focus on becoming more intentional, writing out those goals, waking up and saying an affirmation instead of turning and looking at your phone first. This is like a huge, huge, huge struggle for me. Knowing what your mission is and why you're doing this, and just growing from there. The things you can do are just mind-blowing. It really, we are sitting, Jimmy Hayes Nelson said it, we are sitting on a gold mine. It is just a matter of believing in ourselves, trusting our teams, building relationships, and doing those 4 vital behaviors every single day to help get us there, but doing them intentionally. So that said, a little call to action this week is I really want everybody to think about your mission statement, so that by maybe Sunday night, you could just send me a private message with what your mission statement is and how you can include that into your posts and into what you do. My mission statement, as I had worked on it with Kaylin, and it's something that I'm constantly trying to tweak because I really want to get more of the business aspect into it. But my goal and mission as a coach is to empower women to embrace self-care and wellness in order to feel more confident, vibrant, and healthy in their post-baby bodies. Now I'm shifting that. It's not necessarily all post-baby bodies. I'm getting into, in their bodies and trying to turn the empowering into, something from a financial and business aspect too. So mine needs tweaking as well, but something to think about what your true mission is, why you wake up and do this every single day. So I know that was pretty quick. I went through the information super fast, but I just, I wanted to get it out there and to be, to just be, oh my goodness, my brain, guys, my brain, this is super real life. Oh my goodness, so cute. It was adorable. But, just to understand that you guys all have time constraints too, and I want to be courteous of that. But that's what I have. That's what I've learned. Every month I'm going to be on these calls and I'm going to learn even more. And I'm really, really excited to share some of the things that I'm going to learn with you guys. So this is a huge opportunity for our team. I mean, they are looking at us. They see us as one of those teams that's pushing for it and that really has the potential to be a 2016 elite team. But I say it all the time. I can't do it without you guys. This is a team effort. And the benefits of becoming an elite team really do extend beyond just me, like as one person. They do extend to our team, being able to share that people, being able to trial programs first, trial new products first, being at the, like learning about things before they are even announced. So all those different benefits that go along with it. But I'm going to open it up and unmute everybody in case you guys have questions, or maybe you already have a mission that you would like to share. Or, maybe you have an idea for something, but you're not exactly sure how to word it. We can try to work on that together too.
That really
I'm tweaking mine. So
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leslie.
I was just saying, I don't have a success partner.
The what? Sorry.
That I don't have a success partner.
Success partner. Yeah.
I don't think any of us. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something I've heard a lot of, like, get a success partner. So I don't know if there was somebody in the Josh Coates training you felt you meshed with. If there's somebody like in our cross line that, that, you guys are both pushing for a similar goal or in a similar situation. That's something, or in like somebody from like the Philly Fusion page, you could put it out there. Hey, my name's Leslie. This is my situation. This is what I'm pushing for in 2016. I'm looking for a success partner who is working towards something similar to me. Would you, are you interested, or are you looking for one? Just comment below and we can try to connect. And what I've learned is your first success partner doesn't have to be like your end all be all. You know what I mean? I've only ever tried doing a success partner thing with Fatma so far. And unfortunately, like timing and stuff, it just wasn't working out anymore. But I've definitely, there's somebody in one of the diamond groups that I'm a part of who I've been thinking about reaching out to. We hit one star the same day. And like, I've been following some of the stuff she's doing, and I think we could learn a lot from one another. I've just been hesitating. So I'm going to make it an assignment for myself too, to reach out and make that happen. But yeah, I would definitely, start in either like our team page, or not like our Team Flex page because that's smaller, but you could start in like the FCN page or the Rip for Rockstars, or throw it out there in the Philly Fusion page.
Thank you.
Danielle Natoni and Julie Voorhees talk about that a lot, like how those two becoming success partners drove both of their businesses out of here. And both are extremely successful. So
I actually reached out to someone that was in the Josh Coates. And she never responded.
Never got back. Yeah.
No.
So that, that's something else that could happen.
I was actually going to reach out to her before I like gave her the, should I reach out to her again, or should I just leave it alone? I don't know. I was thinking of just, I don't know.
Not ready.
Yeah. She might either not be ready, or she,
Yeah. I mean, she's been a coach for 2.5 years.
Or she could have somebody else and just.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes too, you have to think like we do get busy. So if it's like a message from another coach who might have priority, like,
right,
your priorities are elsewhere, they're like, oh, I'll get back to her like when I get
exactly.
So it could be a situation like that too, but it can't hurt to put it out there in the group and say like, I'm looking for a success partner who's, pushing for X, Y, and Z this year.
To put it out in Josh Coates group? Really? Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You know, like this group has got me thinking. Our team is still growing, and you know, I tried working with somebody else in our team, but I think it would be a great opportunity, you know, however you want to word it. But.
Sorry, she's watching Wonder Pets and she's like, teamwork.
So cute. There's no need to ever apologize.
Got bubble guppies on.
Oh, George. Rock is downstairs watching George. We may have to, if we have a boy, we might have to name him George. We have nothing else to name him right now. So.
Oh,
George is looking pretty good.
Pirates here.
The what? Jake and the Neverland.
Izzy from Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Oh, that's so cute. We haven't watched Jake and the Neverland Pirates yet. That's cute.
So going back to like my mission statement.
Yes.
I really struggle with this.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. Like, my mission is to help women, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to help women live a happier and healthier life. But I just feel like that's just so like that's just so I feel like
why do you want to help them do that?
Because I know, thank you. I know how I felt, and I know that struggle that I had, and not being feeling stuck. And so I don't really know, I guess I don't really know how to really sit down and really think about, like, have a clear picture, right? So I know I have a mission. I just don't know. Like, I feel like it's just, I don't know.
So you want to help women live happier, healthier lives. Like, you want to help women maybe overcome that stuck feeling. I know that's not the word, but, going with that, what if you were to try to write a letter to your past self, or write a letter to the woman you are trying to help? So
okay.
Like looking at you know how like we did the avatar activities, almost looking at that woman that you're trying to attract. Dear blank, I know that right now this is what you're feeling. You're feeling X, Y, and Z. I once felt that way too. I mean, and you can get as deep as you want in your letter, and then really rein it back in at the end, bringing in that positivity. This is what Beachbody has done for me. This is where I'm going with this opportunity. This is what I want to help you do. And then see it from there, if you feel comfortable sharing that with us, or if you just want to read that over a few times and see if you can sum that up in 1 or 2 lines. It may even give you a post to share. I mean, you may do, dear woman, I know what you're feeling because I was there. This is now my mission to help women overcome the struggle of hiding from the camera, hiding behind baggy clothes, hiding behind a computer, like whatever it may be. That's an activity that Kaylin had me do, like writing a letter to myself and to my future woman.
And I also think that's why, I think I'm recording myself. I also think that's why
we're recording. We're still recording.
Maybe. Okay, hold on. There we go. I also feel like that's why I haven't done in my avatar, because I'm struggling with that. And it's just like,
why do you feel that's such a struggle? Like, why even your avatar? I mean, you know what you like.
I guess I have to just sit down and describe myself. And
so maybe you make that like your first, when you drop Lily off tomorrow, you come home and you like eat that frog and do the things you've been putting off that can drive your business forward. Because if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one.
And that's exactly it. Like, I sit at my computer and I can have 10 conversations. I can start 10 conversations and those conversations go nowhere. because I feel like I'm just randomly picking people to talk to. And that's not what I want to do. Like, I want to sit down and have real conversations with people, like things that I struggle with and things that they're struggling with, and not just like, hey, you know, your dog is so cute, and have like this dog conversation for the next 3 months. Like, that's not what I want. Like, I want to sit and have like a real conversation from the heart. And that's exactly what I'm struggling with.
You belong to any groups?
What was that?
You belong to any groups?
So yesterday I signed up, or, you know, added myself to Teen Moms, because I relate to teen moms. And so I went into that group and I said, you know, thank you for the ad. I just, you know, want to introduce myself. I'm a mom of you know, I once was a teen mom and I know the struggle. And so like, I got a couple comments and people liking my, but that was real to me, you know? So then there was another group that I added. It was, toddlers, bringing up toddlers or something. And I was like, okay, like bringing up a toddler is a struggle, you know? So I added myself to that group and I said, thank you so much for the ad. And so I started that, but I didn't do that before. Like, I would put myself in groups and not participate because I didn't have the time, or just, I didn't feel like it related to me. But I did that yesterday. And so like, I'm part of these 2 groups now that I know that I can relate to, and I can go in and comment and post and ask questions and just be real, you know, just be real with these people. So that was one thing that I started doing yesterday.
Good. And you guys, like, now that you'll be home on, say, Mondays with Lily, like, is there something in the area that maybe you'd be interested in getting her involved in on a regular basis?
So we have a couple classes for my gym.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was going to do that on Mondays. And just go out to, you know, I still have a trip that I have to go to Action Karate. I have a couple things to drop off from when Jaden was there that they can reuse. And so I was just kind of like, see if I can just hang around and maybe talk to them for a little bit. But that's my thing. It's just like, that's what I struggle with. I struggle with, and I'm down to earth. Like you said, I can have a conversation with anyone, but we have to have something in common. And I feel like I've been struggling with that.
Well, then first thing tomorrow morning, when you drop Lily off, set your timer for 1 hour. Do not let this activity take you more than an hour.
Okay.
Like, write it down and text me when you start. And I'll text you an hour later to say, stop now. You know, and just list out all of the things that make you, you. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything that makes you, you. And then think about the qualities that you always wished you had that now you possess. You know, and just write them out and think about them. Think about who you'd want on your team and why. And, you know, really focus on that. And then maybe on Friday, when you have some time to yourself, that's when you write the letter.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't have to, like, nothing has to look fancy. It doesn't have to be anything like super special, but it just has to be something that you can look, and I keep looking up because mine is right in front of me. You know, and it's all the things that make me me. And that's when I met Meg, who is now on our team on Instagram. Like, we instantly connected. She's a mom of 3. She's into health and fitness. She loves Target. She loves fashion. You know, like, we just instantly connected, and it was easy to talk to her. She's very, like, you know, strong-willed and like goal-oriented, has the entrepreneur spirit, you know, just loves that stuff. So we connected instantly. It wasn't hard. It wasn't made up. It wasn't fake. It wasn't like, hey, do you have a Beachbody coach? Or like, have you ever thought about it? It was literally like, you need to be a coach. Like, on our team, like, now, what do I have to do to, you know, teach you more? You know, and it was just like that. And then we hopped on the phone an hour and a half later, like, we're still chatting like we've been friends forever. So, and
that's exactly how it should be.
Yes.
It shouldn't be
that's
like
what makes this job fun.
Right. And yeah. And like, I struggle with my conversations sometimes because they're not going anywhere. And it's just like the one girl that I just friended and we started talking and I just said to her, oh, I see you're doing CrossFit. And she's like, oh, I said, how do you like it? She's like, I love it, period. Okay. Oh, awesome. So do you follow the,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't diet, period. Like that to me, like, is just so discouraging when you're just not like, and then I can have a conversation with someone and they're just like, oh my gosh, like you're so inspiring and your kids are beautiful and da da da. And the conversation just flows. And then there's some conversations that like people are just like, you know what, leave me the hell alone.
And look at those people that you have had those good conversations with and try to find what maybe they have in common.
Right.
And just put that on paper, but no more than an hour. Because you drive yourself crazy. And if it is a day or two without Lily to devote to work, you want to be focusing on the other business building activities. But, these are great things to put into place.
Okay. So what I'm doing tomorrow for an hour is I'm creating my avatar. Okay. I have homework.
You have homework.
I think I'm going to join you on that one.
Oh, good. You already have one, Rachel, right? Yeah, I've seen yours.
I know that women's involved and power is involved and so just gotta lay it out more. And if I have it up there somewhere, I'll look at it again and see if it needs to be revised.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They can always, you can always tweak or add or revise. And if you think too about your team names and why you chose them and what goes along with your team, that really could have a lot to tie into your mission statement too.
Hi, Mama.
I often question our team name because I chose it with Frank, as a team thing, but I'm like, does this embody what I want people to see from us? So, always switch things up.
When you guys post, and, for your Thursday or whatever post.
Yeah.
Calendars, and you have people constantly liking your post, how often do you reach out to them? You've had a conversation, they're kind of like, they need us.
For me, it just depends on what their response was the last time I reached out. So I've had a few people who have liked my coaching posts and they continue to like them, but they're like, I don't really have an interest in coaching, or you can put me in the sneak peek, but it's not something that interests me. And then I follow up and then they can continue liking it. I probably won't reach out again for another month. And then I'll just be like, hey, thank you so much for your continued support. How have you been? Like, I won't even bring up the coaching opportunity unless they bring it up, but I just want them to know that I still want like a relationship with them, especially if it's somebody who I think would eventually be good on our team, and just keep that relationship going and just thank them for their continued support. Because it's also that fear that if you reach out too much, then they'll stop liking your stuff. And even though it's not all about the likes, it is nice to have that showing and that support. But I'd be curious to hear what Daisy and Rachel do too, because.
Well, if it's like Megan, if it's like family, and I know this is all about her, I'm going to bug her every so often. And I don't feel bad about it at all. But if I know it's in the area that is either new to fitness or is in fitness, and I think that they would be great. I do worry that I'll push them a little bit too much, and then they'll back off. So, really, when the timing is right, and it's normally when they bring it up. Just bring up anything fitness related and stuff like that.
Daisy, when somebody's like consistently liking something.
I'll reach out. Maybe if they continue to I reach out once a month and just kind of like, hey, how's it going? I saw that you liked my fitness and, I'll just start like a conversation. It doesn't really go anywhere.
They know where to find us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they know where to find us because we're consistent. So that much I know. That's what I know from my Rodan and Fields girl. That's why she picked me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
And she has actually been promoting me on her page.
Nice.
See, that's really nice.
I really want to reciprocate.
Mm-hmm. Do you use any of their products, like to be able to share any? Oh, okay, good. Because I was going to say, I love like their microdermabrasion paste, their tanner. So I have a friend, like always try when she puts stuff out there, I'll always like try to comment, like, oh my gosh, I love this stuff. I can't wait.